Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Donna the Dog Lady. I'm going to ask you to share, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and also comment. I would appreciate that. It doesn't cost you anything to do it. So if you could help me to grow my channel, I'll greatly appreciate it. So with me today, I have Nala. Nala is a pit bull, I believe, mix. She's between 8 and 9 years old. Very calm, sweet dog. Look at the copper tone on her fur. Very, very nice. And she's not huge in size. I guess some people would call it medium, but she's very calm. The name that they give to these pit bulls is not at all right, because the majority of them are very calm. They're bred to do what they're bred to do. If you teach them to be violent, to be aggressive, that's what they're going to do. And that's with all dogs, to be honest. So Nala and I are out for our evening walk. And on our walk, I always take safety as a big measure, because even though she's calm, she could be triggered like any other dog. She could be triggered by squirrels, by other people walking other dogs, by cats, and they'll take off. So you have to be careful with whatever you decide to walk them on, with whatever type of leash you decide to walk them with. You could have a standard leash, which is my favorite because it's just a simple hook around a harness. If there's a harness is also good, but you do have to make sure that the harness is snapped in tightly and securely, so that they don't get out of it and possibly run off. Also, you have I think it's called a slip lead or a slip leash. That's a long rope with a loop on both ends, and with one of the loop, you put it around the body of the dog in some type of way that they can't get out of it. But you have to know what you're doing, because if you don't, they can get off of it and run off, get hit by a car. You don't want your dog to get hit by a car, or anybody else's dog to get hit by a car. And then you're going to be left looking for your dog throughout the night, possibly a few days, and God forbid the wrong person finds it, keep it, who knows what they'll do. But if that does happen, if your dog runs off, in your neighborhood, there are organizations that you could post lost and found pets. And, neighbors will help you. There's even next door neighbors. You could post it on next door neighbors, and people will post your lost dog with your phone number, what they look like. If you have a picture, you put a picture up, and people will help you find it. In my neighborhood, we have next door neighbor, and I see a lot of people posting pets lost, cats lost, dogs lost in pairs, or possibly thrown out. And people post their pictures. They post them on several different sites for, additional people to see. And a lot of people find their animals that way. And some of them just don't find them, but they get readopted out, possibly into better homes. We don't want them to go to different homes, because we want to think that the homes that they're coming from are the best for them, since they've already been there. But sometimes it doesn't work out that way. So that's what you could do if you lose your dog. But please, 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 use the best leash that's best for you. Also, the collar that goes around their neck, I don't really suggest that. And the reason why I say that is because some dogs pull, and they pull a lot, and it restricts their breathing. So it's on their trachea. It's pressing against their trachea in such a way that they're not able to breathe. And you'll hear them start coughing and coughing and coughing. And if that happens so much, it could possibly, I forget what they call it, where the trachea is, collapse. Their trachea collapses, and then that's a big problem that you'll have to deal with. So I don't suggest the collar for that reason. Nala does have a collar, but Nala doesn't pull. And Nala also has a slip lead. I'll use the slip lead once in a blue moon, but I'm not really comfortable with it, just for the fact that if I don't do it right and she gets out of it and runs off, oh boy, am I in trouble. Not so much that I'm in trouble, but I don't want that to happen to her, because I know she's in a loving home. Her family loves her very much. She's one of their kids, and she is in the best of place. She gets the best of care. So I don't want anything to happen to Nala. I want her to be able to go back to her home where her family loves her, because she is a part of the family. So right now it is evening, and I'm walking Nala in the evening. Look at my neighborhood, guys. Beautiful neighborhood. Love my neighborhood. So Nala and I are walking in the evening, and the reason why we're walking in the evening is because it's hot where we are, extremely hot. And dogs don't experience heat stress the way humans experience it. Not in all the ways anyway. So for them to walk in the evening or early in the AM where it's not as hot is a lot better, not only for the walker, but for the dog as well. One of the things that we don't realize is our dogs are closer to the pavement. Look at Nala. Look how close she is to the pavement. So when it's hot, that heat is coming up off of the pavement, right up into her, through her paws, through her stomach, right through her entire body. And then above us, there's no sun now, but the sun, it's beaming down. So it's hitting her twofold, hitting our dogs twofold, hitting them through the belly, through the feet, from the ground, from the pavement, and also from the sky where the sun is shining. So what I like, early in the evening walk, early in the morning walk, late in the evening walk. So it's more comfortable for everybody. And I like to take a bottle of water with me so I could, keep them hydrated. If I see any signs of stress, come on, Nala, let's cross the street. Come on, Nala, let's cross the street. Let's cross it. Look at this. Obedient. Look at this obedient girl. I'm walking across the street and she sees me rushing. She's rushing as well. Look at these beautiful magnolia trees. I love them. They smell so good. This is my neighborhood, guys. I love my neighborhood. Look at this peaceful two-way street. Not very crowded with a lot of cars. Very calm neighborhood. Best neighborhood. But anyway, I was saying, keep her. I bring a bottle of water. Keep them hydrated. If I see any signs of stress for like the heat or anything like that, I suggest taking them under, a tree. Let them calm down, because the signs that you would normally see from heat stress is they're panting a lot, they're drooling a lot, they may vomit. Now that's extreme. So you want to make sure that you are paying attention to those signs, and if it happens, you know what to do. You're taking measures to bring their body temperature back down. And remember that panting and the pads of their feet is ways that they themselves use to bring their temperature back down to a normal level. Okay, so plants, when you go on walks, you have to be cognizant of plants that are not good for your dogs. Even household plants. Some household plants aren't good for your dogs. And some household plants that I know are not good are aloe, azaleas. Azalea may not be household, but it's still around the yard and stuff. Buttercups, gardenia, chrysanthemums. It's actually chrysanthemums. I always say chrysanthemums, but it's chrysanthemums. Hibiscus and hyacinth. And in where I live, hibiscus is prevalent. It's all over the place. So make sure your dog don't get a hold. Because you know dogs, they chew on grass and they're always chewing on something that they see around them. Just make sure that you know what is not good for them. But it's really just best to have them not chew on any type of plant whatsoever. But I do know that they say grass is the dog's way of cleansing itself, or if it doesn't feel good. How true that is, I don't really know. But I hear a lot of people say that. I'd have to look it up for myself, or probably even ask a vet to see what they say. So you could see from my walk, this street is lined with magnolias, and they are beautiful. Look at this tree right here. Love it. Look at the sky. Nice. Ooh, this is my favorite time to walk, and I do love walking. So actually, walking is good, not just for the dog, but for us. Not just for us, but for the dog. So it is a beneficial way to keep the dog healthy, to physically and mentally. For both of us, physically and mentally, walking, it gives you, it relieves a lot of stress. It helps digest your food. If you know you've just eaten, you know they always say after you've eaten, drink a glass of warm water and go for a walk. Helps your food digest. And if you're looking to lose weight, hey, it's a great way to do that. I ain't looking to lose no weight. I just like to walk. I love to walk. I walk at work. I walk at home. Every chance I get, I walk. Nala. Yes, Nala. Nala looking at she give me the side eye. Did y'all see that side eye? Nala, why you giving me the side eye? Huh? Nala, why you giving me the side eye, little girl? Look at her, beautiful. Look at her. Yes. Oh my gosh, you are gorgeous. I love her. And so calm. Nice. So, when we go on our walks, I like to bring a little bit of snack with me as well. If a dog or a squirrel, or like I was saying before, a person, if their attention gets sidetracked and they see something that's going to entice them to perk up and want to run off, I try to get their attention back to me, away from whatever it is that's perking them up, and like call her name. I'll call her name or their names. I'll try to play a little bit with them, try to distract them in such a way from whatever is they're honing their attention on. So a snack could do it, the calling their names could do it, playing a little game could do it, just stepping in front of them, or stop for a minute, allowing whatever that danger is to pass by. If it's a squirrel, let the squirrel run up the tree. If it's a dog, let the dog and their owner walk by. Cross the street if I have to. So whatever I need to do to keep them safe is what I'm going to do, what I always do. And I don't want her to run out in the street trying to get to another dog or a squirrel, or just run it away from me, which is what I was saying earlier about paying attention. And if that does happen and your dog does get off track and runs off the leash or gets away because you weren't paying attention and your hand on your leash was kind of loose and they just got out of it and went off, that's what I was saying. You could contact one of your neighborhood lost and found pets. So look, see? You see that man coming? He's running my way. Can y'all see him? You see him, Nala? I don't want Nala to see him, but I know she's going to. So here's what we're going to do. Come here, Nala. Come here. Come here, good girl. Come here, good girl. Come here, good girl. Look at good girl. Look at good girl. Oh, it's a good girl. Have a good run. He has his AirPods in. He don't hear me. But it's fine because look at what good girl did. She followed instructions perfectly. Awesome. All right, guys, so that's all I have for today. We're going to finish our walk all the way to the end of this block, and then we're going to turn around and walk back home. I see it's starting to drizzle a little bit, but that doesn't bother us none. If we get wet, we'll just go home, shower, dry off, and we'll just call it a night. Nala will get to go out several more times for the night to run around a little bit in the yard, stretch her legs, and do everything that doggies do. So that's it for today. Thank you for staying with me. If you stayed this long, I really, really appreciated it. I'm going to ask you again to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Hit the notification bell so that you're aware of other videos that I make of all the dogs that I have. And if you want to send an email, you could definitely do that by emailing Donna, the dog lady, USA @gmail.com. Keep it light, keep it airy, and definitely keep it doggy. Bye, people. Nala says goodbye as well. You saw her look around, right? Good baby.